I have to do one more recording very fast after the other yesterday, because it's on its way to change. I don't really can put my hands on it, what's going on, but it's on its way to happen in my education under God. It's a development in this way to know God. And I start to be very disturbed of the religion of man, the man's religions. And it's not that I am angry at men. It's not about that. It's this that they push away women. That some men have said to me that God doesn't talk to women. And that's very disturbing. And then is it also this that I want to talk about, this, even if I have a PhD in psychology, is it also this that I know since some years that the devil have created this about these psychiatric, the mental issues, that they want to analyze God and how our brain function when people say that they have a close contact with God. That is illness mentally, and they can, like, they have a therapy. They think that they know what's wrong with the brain when you believe, and when you see angels, and when you see Jesus, when you see God. I know that a spot, something that you have not seen or exist before now. When you see that, the brain can pick it up, and then it's look for it inside the brain, and then it pick up something that you know how it look like, an image. So when there is like a cloud of, now I'm talking again about Facebook, but in Facebook there is some picture that they show, and they say that they see in those clouds they have take picture on, that they see Jesus in the cloud, and I tell them I can't see it. There is nothing there, but they see it clearly, and that's because they have stay in focus on Jesus, the picture of Jesus. They have the picture of Jesus in their home and in the church, and when they do their studies in the Bible, they maybe have a book on the side with Jesus on it, and it's so much picture of Jesus. So the brain had picked up that picture that he looked like, and then when they see something dizzy, something in the cloud that the brain can't understand what it see, but as they look at it, they look at the clouds, the more it's coming to them that is Jesus in the cloud, because the brain remember that's the form of Jesus, so it must be Jesus. So they get that picture in front of them from the brain. That I understand. I understand that. But it is this, I have coming back to them many times, that to see things literally, and those researchers, science, they must have a physic evidence that something exists. They can't only believe. They can't only believe that God is someone that we can't see. They can't accept it. It must be a picture, or that they can understand, that they know this what is coming to a person, that she say she feel God talking to her, then it must be a body to it. It must be physic. The physic evidence is the devil work to not let people accept that there is no picture of God. As much as you want God to look like something, he doesn't look anything, because he is a spirit. And that is so, it's very hard for me to read, and I watch a video just now about Benny Hinn, and it was this bunker. I have not watched him. I don't know so much about him, but he is like Benny Hinn, a miracle worker, and have lots of money. But bunkers, he died 2019, so he don't go so old, and he knows now, bunker, what was going on, how wrong he was, and Benny Hinn, he's still around and deceive people, and I don't envy him for the money. He can have all his money that he want, but he deceive people and place the devil inside people, and he is not good. But I don't envy him at all, because I am thankful for what I have. I have enough for me to have a good life without have lots of money. And and it was a message I should give you, but when I recording, I was thinking before I start to recording that I should do something different this time, because yesterday, in the end of the recording, there was an angel coming, and she had this energy of healing with her, but it was not so much. So I have felt this this that you want you want you want me to call her back again and to receive more healing, because there is someone of you that have more than one issues in your body, and there is something around you also that have to be taken care of, that is not that make it so hard for you to focus on God, the one that you don't see, that is around us, that you don't see, but that is people have talking to me so much about, they want so much have God close to them. They try, and it have been many people that is not church going. They are not in a church, but they want to come close to God without the church or synagogue. They want they should be happy, and they are thankful for me to could help them to be close to God without those buildings and those men that is a leader for many different religions. And to be this I was not thinking is something that is on me now, because it's a spirit here that they want to be free from men and from those buildings, those religions that they, some of these people in those religions, they are really crazy people. They can kill for their belief. And it's a small war going on around the world because of the religion. And it's not all of the wars is not about money or property. Some war is about religion, and these people don't want to have this traditional religion. They want to be close to God only, and not close to man. No need to worship a preacher, a man there on the altar, standing there. They want to have a personal God, and that's what I'm going to. What's what I was thinking I should try to help you with, and for to could do it 100% to help you. I was thinking I should call for an angel, maybe that angel that was here yesterday, and this spirit that is here, she have heard me before I started recording, because I was thinking about it, and you don't need to talk. It's only that you feel that you're thinking to do something, and in that way you start the process in your brain to receive it. So that's where I am just now, that she is here. That's the same that was yesterday. So she come back. It's an angel. She's very slim, and she had blonde hair. That the hair is long down on her back, and she have a straight hair, but a little wave. In the last end of the hair is a little, and very slim, young, maybe 20 years. But they don't have any age. But it looked like that for me. So I wait for her to start to talk. Mm. She start to take out her hands. She hold the arms together and open up the hands only. And she said to me that means she's going to do something for all of you that listen. And it have no time limit, that you can get it, receive it many years from now. It have no time limit. It start to sending out. It's like it's white yellow energy that is coming out from her. All over her body is coming out on the side of her, not just where the body is, it's on the side of it, around the whole body. It's going out, and I hope she start to talk to us. But just now she hold those energy around everyone, and it seems like her hair blowing with those. It's not flames, it's just the energy that going out from her. And she take me also, and I hope she start to talk. So she say that it's for everyone. It's for everyone. It's not only for men. It's for all. It's for both men and women, young and old. And out of it's coming out from her mouth now, like an energy, and the energy is from her mouth is that for you to receive. Oh, yeah, it's very much going on in my body now from her. It's very much spirit things. And she says, out from her mouth comes energy to could talk. She places words into your mouth. So even if you are a woman, you are going to be able to speak, and not only to speak that you don't let men disturb you and stop you. This is, it sounds directed to women, but there is men also that is stopped of those leaders for churches that am like slave under those pastors, working for free for those pastors. It's different if you work for God for free, but you work for the pastor to be wealthy. And you have been scared. You are frightened to leave this pastor, that he have put fear inside you to could leave the church. He have told you that everything that you have got from God is going to go away from you. This angel is talking to you now, and she said that she's showing me like it's in a ordinary church. It's like Lutheran church. And it's an altar there, and I see that, and then he said, is it like the wall out from the altar have 2 walls, and you are in between these 2 walls, and I'm frightened to say, so I talk from my own brain, so it's hard for me to tell you so much, but it's between two walls, and you're standing there, and it's very tight there, but you can stay there. So the one of the walls is to the outside, and the other walls to be inside. That's what it means, that you are between there. Should you leave or should you stay? That's what it means, the picture she gave me. And that's what she is sending you, because now you know what to do. She's sending you so you know the decision you should do. So I don't want to tell you with my own mind as a human. I want her to tell you what to do. She's sending this, solve your problem here. And she say that she's sending energy for solve other problems also. She I'm soon going to sneeze. It's so much going on here now. Uh, she's giving me a picture of a woman that have the same. I have problem. I must sneeze. There's much going on here. Oh, but it's good. It's positive. It's not negative. It's only that all this energy take my face. It's going into the face. She have a picture of she gave me a picture of a woman that you don't have clothes, you don't have modern clothes. You are, I don't know if your life have been like that you have your parents have decided what you should think and what you should wear and those things. But now when they are gone, they are not here anymore, and you are free to make your own decision now. But it's like have a fish in a tank or in a tank aquarium. It's if you open up the aquarium and let them out in the sea, in the lake, they still are going to swim like they are in the aquarium until they find out that they are free. But they are going to swim around like they did in the aquarium for a while. And that's what you are. You have an opening to could walk away from where you are, where your parents placed you, and you are free to do your own decision. And this angel, she's gonna be with you and help you to take that step out in life without thinking that do this that your parents have told you to do. You're free to go. You're free. You are not in prison anymore. It's many of you that listen now that is going to be free in one way or another. It's freedom can be in many things. It can be in many areas, freedom. The freedom to think, freedom to speak, freedom to act, freedom to do what you know, what I don't want you to go out in the world and do what the world are doing, but you are free to change the direction to find your way in God's plan for you. And it's I asked the angel about these people that want to be free in to come closer to God but not close to religion of man, how to do it. And I laugh because she say it's only to not go to the building, she say. But it's not so simple as she say. It was only her first answer before she started to talk. she said that you first make up your mind to come closer to God, and what hold you back, it is that the devil have make you to be frightened, fear, that stop you. You are a parable that we have here in Sweden, and maybe you have that in your country, that we say we know what we have, but we don't know what we get. And that's stupid things in many ways, because you don't know then if it's gonna be much better than you have today. If you think like that, I stay here because I know what I have here. You stay there in your comfort zone and don't go to a unknown future that I don't know. And in that way to think, you think negative. You think that it's going to be worse. It's going to be bad. That's what you're thinking when you say that to yourself, that I know what I have here, but I don't know what I get. That's a way to say it negative, to not be positive for things that you have not seen, but there is something that give you so much more than what you have now today. So that's it's only fear in you that hold you back from let it go. Leave Jesus behind. Jesus is here like all the other spirits is here. He's not walking away, but he's not the God that you want to come close to. So you have to let Jesus be behind and then go forward to come closer to God. You have, in the last years now, you have read and heard and watched about those many leaders, many people that have success in their life, that they have died. They die and they leave everything that they had here on earth behind. So they were not so, it was not full of success, because what did their life, how that life was just before they died. They died in fear and frightened, and they died like everyone else, not take with them anything what they had here on earth. They are started from scratch again like that, because they don't have anything. And they believed, at least they say that to people that about Jesus be God, and they never come to see Jesus coming back to earth. and so that you have to think about that. I don't advise you. The angel help you to make a decision. It's only me that talking about it. That is a question you have to ask yourself. If the life with Jesus have given you so much. I have some friends on Facebook I follow and check out how it's working for them in life. And they are preacher, they are on the street and talking to people about Jesus as God. And as soon as they go have some sickness, illness, they be scared. They have not really a faith to stick with, because they ask people to pray for them. And you know what I have told you, that it's not good to ask people to pray for you if you don't know who they really are, because they can look like an angel, a white angel, and then they work for the devil, and then they pray to the devil for you. He is or she is in bad condition now, so it's easy for you to take her like that to the devil. They can preach, they can pray like that. So that's not good. You need to have your own personal relationship with God, the God that you can't see, and to stay where you are here on earth, and relax and be in peace and have their life, comfort life. Not much money, that is not promised, because God is not money, but at least so you don't starving, and you don't you have a bed to sleep in, home, even if it's not the nicest home. You have a bed and a place that you can call your own, and it's not a promise. The promise is to give you your needs, and needs is not overflow of money or a big property or nice house or a fancy car like that. It's not about that. It's for Benny Hinn. So that is what I'm coming back to the angel now, so she can it's she's showing me some like wings, that she flying like a butterfly now, but that means that her way to tell me, and tell me to tell you that you can spread your wings and fly now. It's she say this, I'm going to make you land smooth. If you fly with me, I will take you to a place and landing you smooth, she said, to you, through me. It's it's not easy for me to talk and tell what they are showing me and tell me, because it's a little like, what is this question inside me? Because I suppose it will always be a little doubt that, is this for real? Is it something I see? And but I don't need to understand how it's working. This it's only to go with it. It's only to have that belief that this is for real. This is the truth. Because if people understood what I have going through, and I have told you from the start, if you listen at all my episodes, I have told you what I have going through. I had everything in Sweden before I left everything to go, to not know where I should sleep and where I should eat, and be in another country that I didn't know how it was working. I was married in Texas, but in Texas I had a home, I had the money, I had everything there in Texas, so that I didn't know how it was to be poor, really poor. So when I left everything in Sweden and was going back to United States, and without any paper, I only had a passport, and I was not even allowed to come into United States. But God sent an angel and maybe more angels to me so I could come into United States. But then I didn't have any money. I didn't know where I should sleep, and I had no knowledge of how it is to be out from everything. I didn't have more than, I think I had $50 in my pocket, but that I had to pay for a hotel room the first night, and then I was out from all money. But God helped me, and I come to know how God was working. I learned when I was walking without any money, at least for out of money for 2 years, and I was not able to could work in United States for 11 months because I have no work permit. So and I didn't know anyone there in Virginia where I come. I maybe could have got help if I have been in Texas, but I was in Virginia State, Virginia Beach. So if you have followed me from the beginning, those other episodes that I have talked about, my struggling, my suffering in the beginning, when God show up in my home and make me leave everything, and I have to start from scratch, from nothing. I had no friends in United States that could help me, and when I go in to get help from in Virginia Beach in the social service, they say that you are from Sweden and Sweden help their citizen. They say to me, so I didn't get $1 from them, and Sweden say to me that they couldn't help me because I have left my country in my own will, so they don't need to help me. So I was between two countries, and no one helped me, and I was not allowed to work, but still I survived, and I learned how God was working in our life, and it's hard for the people can't understand what I'm talking about if they don't know where I started from. I started from nothing. I was 48 years old and had not $1 in United States, and no friends, no family, nothing. And if you can understand that, you also can understand why I am where I am today. Not in material things, where I am in God. Why I am so close to God. Because I did what Jesus said to that rich man that wanted to follow Jesus. And Jesus said, go and sell everything you have and follow me. But that wealthy man, he loved his possessions. He loved his everything he had, so he couldn't follow Jesus. But I did it. I let everything go and go down walking without not knowing where to get some food to eat, where to sleep. I had nothing, and I was not in drugs, and I was not in drinking. I was follow Jesus in the beginning, and I was under God, because in the beginning Jesus was with me and talking to me and helped me, but that he was with me maybe 1 year, and then he left, and then I have these angels coming to me and help me instead. So that is the easiest way to come close to God, but it's the hardest also in the same time. But the most easiest is to leave everything behind and start from scratch. It may be easy for you that not have so much, that is poor. But I think it's hard, even when you are poor, to leave everything. But if you really want to make your way to come close to God as I am, if you have listened to some episodes, you know that God have coming to me and talked, and I have been up to heaven also, and that is not ordinary person that can do it. It's because I have suffering. I have left everything for to come to know God. That was not my decision, but God and the higher priest that was in my home did it. So I walk away from everything, and I'm thankful for that I did it, even if it's have been extremely hard to do it. To walk under God, it have been extremely hard, but it's not promised us that life should be smooth. God have not promised it. He have promised that if you believe in Him and stay with Him and not walk away, if you walk under God, then He will help you with all your needs. But there it will come days where there is storms, because that's not what He have promised us, that everything should be like smooth. Walking should be easy. Life is not easy for those that is under God. Life can be easy for those that is under the devil, but that life is short. It's only here on earth, and then you have nothing. It's not going to last forever. It's only here on this planet on earth that you can have this nice, what you think is nice, smooth, and very much money and these things. But that is only here in this world. It's not in the other world, afterlife world, is it? Not. So that's the way. If you believe in heaven, really know that there is life after death, then you should go for it. You should want to have an afterlife life, and not only target to be here on earth in this. It's very short, the life on earth. It's very, very short. The most, I don't know, the oldest is maybe 114 years old, like that. And you can't be so much older here on earth. But in heaven you live forever. So that's your decision where you want to live. If you want to live a short life but with much money and smooth and everything like that, then you maybe can have it. But for us that really believe in God, the God you can't see, but you can feel God. The presence of God you can feel, and you can hear Him talking to you. For us, we want to have an everlasting life. We don't need to have such lots of money. We don't need to standing, and perform and have all these people glorify us, to worship us. We don't need that. We only want to go closer to God. That's what in the will. that we should have. And we have, if we get a little glimpse, we know what's ahead, then we want to come there to be close to God. And you have asked me to help you to come closer to God. So that's what I say. Leave everything you have in the world to come closer to God, to be more close to the spirit world than this world. The body, the flesh world, leave it and come closer to God. It's you're not going to be left behind in to have a home or money. You will have it if you really walk under God and want to. And you should open your heart for God and tell God how much you want to be under Him and do God's will, do His will, and not your will. His will be the first priority. That's when you come closer to God. You pull God closer to you with your heart and telling God with your mouth or in your mind that you want to come closer to Him and ask Him to help you to come closer. And then we should not pray to the angels, but we can go to God and ask Him to send some angels to help you, to help us to come to the goal, to come to God, to the throne room. We should have our goal to be sit inside God's throne room, where we can see God there in the throne room. That's the goal. And there is much that holding us back, but if we have that target, then we can come at least to the meadow outside the New Jerusalem, or we can come into the Jerusalem that is the second best, but the best is to come into the throne room. So the target have to be in the throne room, where the whole library is, where you get all the knowledge, where you can fly out in the whole universe with your mind and visit places. It's I know it's gonna be so very, very, very great, because I have seen a little of it. I have been into the God's throne room, but I was not staying there. I was there only for, it's wrong to say minutes, but for a time I was there, and I know how great it was. So that's we have to target the in the top and hope we come to the top, or else we come close to it, at least. That's I don't know what I have going on now in the spirit, talking into the spirit, but I hope that you have received the answer on your question about how to come closer to God, to come close to God without touch the religion of man, or be in the building of man. That it doesn't matter, that you don't need to do it. It's enough that you hold your peace and hold your relationship with God. That's what it is. And what I wanted to say also about this, when I was watching this video with Benny Hinn, I got the message there, because that's the healing. It's come many people, disabled people, to Benny Hinn, but he didn't heal them. But when I watched that, God was talking to me, and he said that the healing for these people have not been to go to Benny Hinn and give him lots of money and believe that he should heal like he was God, because the healing starts inside your mind. It's there was some people in the end of the video that was talking about this, to hold your peace and be where you are, even if you are disabled and can't move around so much, but be where you are and be in peace. You can work much on your healing only to make your mind to be positive and not negative. That help you very much to heal. That's a good foundation for you, inside you, to work against the negative. Don't surrounding you with people that is negative. But I know also that it's not good to have these people that always are positive. It must be a balance of the whole thing. It can't be happy, because that's not life. Life, sometimes it's up and down, sometimes it's not good days. And let it be like that. And then be happy for those days that is very good. But don't surround you with people that always are negative. And I don't want friends around me that is talking the whole time about the war in Ukraine and this with Russia, because that's the war is made from man. It's man-made things, and it's from the devil. So I don't look at it. I know that it exists, but I don't want to go angry at it, because there is people in Russia that is against the war. So we can't hate all people in Russia. We can't feel sorry for all people in Ukraine, because there is some criminals, and I have seen them. They take their chance now to move and get help to start in other countries. They are not staying in Ukraine to go into the military and help the country against Russia. They going to other countries with their criminal minds. So not everything is good. Not everything is bad. So I don't go there. I don't want to be involved in this thinking about the war, because I know that there is both negative and positive in everything. There is two sides of the coin, you know. So we can't make that. Let God judge the world. Don't go into the man-made hate. That's what I wanted to say, that was in my heart today. It was in my mind today to tell you these things. And I hope I have said everything that I wanted to say today. Tomorrow maybe is something else that is on my mind, but I wanted to tell you before it disappeared, because what God is telling me is very fragile. It's going away very fast. It's something I have to work with very fast in the same day, like I did today. So you know God loves you, and He wants to have a relationship with you. He sit and wait for you to take the first step to Him. And many of you have done it just now. And the angels is going to help you and be more fast, more knowing you did the right decision. So thank you. I love you also. Thank you for listening.